Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. In my closing case today, I am covering arson, and I would like to address the following, which is the history of arson, the crime itself, and the punishments that are suitable for this crime. While talking about the history of arson, I would like to cover common law and new statutes. Common law defines arson as the malicious and willing burning of a dwelling of another. In common law, this can be punishable by death. Home security and feeling safe in your home is top requirement for common law, which made arson one of the most heinous crimes you can possibly do at that time. In new statutes, this now includes real property such as your home or business, as well as personal property such as your car. In updated statutes, smoke damage and charcoaling of statutes, which not previously included, is now included. In common law, even a simple burning with a small spot in your carpet can be included in this. New statutes now include the term occupied structure or similar structure to a dwelling as a part of the definition, because any occupied space can be included in the arson definition. Mens rea of arson is malice but does not require hatred. This includes there is a purpose or knowledge of this dwelling is going to be damaged by the defendant's actions. The crime itself, under the Model Penal Code, defines arson in terms of stating a fire or causing an explosion with the purpose of destroying a building or occupied structure of another. Arson itself is a crime because it is the willing and malice burning of a structure. It is divided into arson and aggravated arson. This is because aggravated arson is when the damage is done to a dwelling endangers human life. An example of this would be if someone tries to burn down a home with a family asleep inside. Arson is the equation of setting fire to a dwelling or other structures under state statutes, as well as structures in curtilage, plus intent to burn while knowing the object will burn, plus burning of the dwelling will as smoke damage under state statutes. The punishment of arson itself can vary depending on the severity. Under Model Penal Code, arson is a punishment of maximum of 10 years in prison. There can be additional charges if injuries as well as arson, such as if a house were to have burned down and the people in the burning building did not survive. Reckless burning or explosions is punishable up to 5 years in prison. This is the lack of purpose for someone to burn down the structure. This can occur when a campfire or a firework goes off and ends up burning down another building. This shows that there is no intention of the other structure burning down, but there is reckless actions behind the individual. It is also the responsibility of the individual to take action or prevent or control the fire after that it was imposed to ensure that they did not mean for the structure to burn down. While going over arson, it is obvious that in the case today, we are looking at what common law describes arson to be and what new statutes state arson to be. And if the case is concerning a dwelling or a place of person who is sleeping, we are looking more at a 10 years in prison, whereas if someone were to be simply playing with the campfire and ended up catching fire on the grass nearby, and it burns down the nearby building. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to my coverage on arson and come up with a great punishment for this defendant.